everybody expects? They're singing happy birthday to you in the crowd. Everybody expects you to have a big night.
No, I just reacted like it was going to be a regular game for us and a regular get back in the winning column. And I just played normally. I didn't let the birthday get ahead of me and worrying about before the game and after the game. Just I took it like it was a regular game.
John, you played really good defense on Sellers early for most of the first half, and he still kept hitting tough shots. How do you stick with it and not let that kind of impact your effort?
Yeah, kind of like I said a couple of games ago. Like it's gonna be, times where guys hit tough shots on me, but my job is just to make it as tough as possible. And I believe that's what I was doing. But good players are gonna hit tough shots. That's why he averages like 17 or something like that. So he's a good player in this league, and that's gonna happen sometimes. But just continue to make it tough, and try to have the next play mindset.
Kind of going off of that, Avery had a big first half in the second half.
Yeah.
Every now and then. How tough is that? And was there kind of a shift you had to make between guarding those two?
He's a dog.
I try to be. Really, it's just like, for one, you got to know your personnel like before the game. That's Coach West. Like he really emphasizes making sure that we know each guy that we may be guarding. So, it's. I mean, it has its challenges, like size differences and stuff like that. But for the most part, I know what I'm like. I know who I'm guarding. I know who I'm playing against. So it's kind of just, all about sticking to my principles and what I know about them.
John, you guys were all rebounding in the first half, really only the second half, all rebounding really well. Was there an emphasis by Wes leading into the second half to kind of start rebounding better?
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's something I said at halftime too. It's just like starts on the boards, man, because that's the boards are a way to set a tone, really. And they were doing that in the first half. I believe that we were the nail, they were the hammer. And so we just kind of like at halftime regroup. What we got to do, and saying I think that was the result. Second half, crashing the boards. We're capable. It's all about us deciding to do it every single play.
You guys get Diallo to only play 5 minutes, fouls out in that time. Is that part of the game plan to attack him, get him in foul trouble, and kind of take away his defensive impact throughout 40 minutes?
What you say? Who did? Who?
Ibrahim Diallo.
Oh, Diallo. What do you think?
Can you repeat the question?
Was there an emphasis to kind of attack him and get him in foul trouble to take him out of the game?
Yeah. When we were doing scout on him, we just knew to attack him because he wasn't reacting as well in the first half. So we just kept pressuring that, and then we just kept playing as a team. Wasn't really focusing on one thing at a time. So we just attacked everybody and played together. Knew we had to get to the offensive boards. That's kicking us on offensive boards, punking us really, and we knew what we had to do. We wasn't gonna let that happen at home.
Hey Dan, I've got to ask you the question about the drive to the paint, where you go behind your back and then wind up. That was a pretty big play in the game in that 9-0 spurt. Can you take us through that?
I'll tell you exactly. So yeah, it didn't just end up in his hand. So I was driving. I wanted to do the hop step, try to lay it up, but it wasn't there. So like I went behind the back on purpose. Didn't have nothing. I saw John. I just went like this. That's what happened. And I'm glad he got an N1 because that turned me up. When he got that N1, that turned me up. I was like, go right up, John. When he wasn't going right up, I figured he made a good play. Got an N1, had the crowd going. It was all going.
It's definitely some truth to that because he makes a lot of weird plays like that. So yeah, it was kind of surprising. But now that I really think about it, I'm really not surprised.
You had a great start, and then you were kind of quiet for a while. At some point, did you say, enough of this? It's my birthday. I'm going to get this done.
Nah, man. Like I said before, I didn't let the birthday get all ahead of me. I was just playing with my team, man, and letting the shots come to me. I just wasn't trying to force. I'm learning how to play with my team a lot more. I'm learning my game a lot more. The more I force things, the more it goes the other way. So I just try to let everything happen and come to me and not force some things. I forced a couple, I think, a 3 or 2 and a layup in the second half and around like 11-minute mark, and I just like controlled myself and just let it come to me and did.
For both of you, can you rate each other?
His was about a 10. Mine was about a 9, 9.5. But mine's almost close to pushing to a 10 because it was the opposite hand. It was a left hand.
I was in. That's tough. I give him the 10. I give him the 9.5. Offhand.
But his was a 10.
John, you had a big second half there. Obviously, you had 8 points in the first half, and 11 in the second half. They didn't emphasis to get down, get to the rim. Is that something that Coach West showed you guys at halftime with the adjustments there, or did you guys see that early on?
Yeah, I think it's just like everything with us is like he wants us to be aggressive. You know, it's not necessarily a plan. Like he just puts us in the position. First of all, he gives us the confidence to go and be aggressive. And then he just puts us in position to succeed offensively. So I think that makes it pretty easy. And then like I say this every time, like I have a good game, like my teammates just find me in opportune places, and my job is to be aggressive. And so I mean, I look at the stat sheet. I don't know if any of my buckets were because of this, but like T-Minus has like 6 assists. And you have like what? Oh, that's Day got 4. You know what I'm saying? I think in the second half we shared it a lot better. We had the ball moving, so it was probably a result of that.
John, back here, I know there's a long way to go in the season, but one year last slide, so close so many times. I feel like you gotta have a kind of game this team to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it feel like that. It feel like that a little bit, but truth be told, shoot, I be feeling like every game is a gotta have in this league. Every win helps. I'm not really sure if losses hurt as much because everyone's good and everyone's beating everybody, obviously. But like, uh, but like, yeah, I think this was definitely a must win for us. Just I think just like for our what's the word, like mojo. I think it was just a must win for our
Swagger.
mojo. Yeah, for our swag.
Swagger back.
But we try to go out and win every game. Every game is like a must win.
Dan, same for you, just kind of commented there, just like, well, what did this win?
It meant big, man. Had to get our swagger back, like you said, get our confidence back as a team, and we haven't been playing like really like as hard as we can and together as much as we can and believing in each other. So tonight, knowing we were down 12-14 in the first half and coming back and fighting and end up winning in double digits again after the fact that we were down by double digits is big for us, and that's hard in this league, man. Big 12, man, it's hard in this league. So that's a step forward, and we can't get too high in college, we can't get too low. You gotta stay even, keep working.
How big was the crowd for you guys, especially in the second half? I know at the end of the first half, they let a few moves swing a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard it, but just how big was it just to have their momentum, help the extra momentum with the crowd?
So I wanted to say this too, man. Like, I appreciate the fans, bro. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Like losing the past 2 games and to close games, missing free throws or whatever the case may be. Y'all still came out today after 2 losses, and it was an amazing crowd, man. That was probably one of the loudest I heard it so far this year, and it was just amazing. Man. It made us all feel good, and it makes us want to work even harder for y'all, not just our team and our coaches and the university, but just y'all fans. So thank y'all for coming out and turning up today.
Couple more.
John, you learned Vic's not going to. When did you guys find that out? How tough
Yeah, we found out pretty soon before the game. Yeah, it wasn't that much like that much time before the game, so it was kind of like a shock to me. But he tried, so I respect that. But I think tonight was just all about going out there and doing it for him, because of course he wants to be out there, but sickness and things like that, they come upon us sometimes. We can't control that. But I'm really proud of us for holding it down for him, and I know he's happy. He's happy about the result.
Final question, Chad.
How much of an adjustment is there when you lose a guy that late? Because then you're just taking him out of the game planning, obviously, is a big part of everything you do. Is that maybe some of what went on in the first half? Is not figuring out how to adjust what you were going to do without him?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, we always wish we were all healthy and wish we can have each other. But Vic trusts us. We work hard every day, and we know what it takes. And we knew we was gonna have Vic's back in that moment. And it's not no like, dang, we wish we had him, or oh damn, he couldn't play. We just keep working, and Vic believes in us. We told him we got him, and get better and get well, and we're gonna fight for him.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Dan always gets everybody sick.